one thing I wanted to talk about was Twitter, Threads, and Elon's war with Zuck, and it's the interesting levels at which it's escalating. And and it'll be odd. The whole thing is weird. I talked about Ron Perlman doing his whole I'm leaving. I'm going to Threads where people are nice. Have you actually been on Threads? It's like they just stripped the comment section out of Instagram and put it on there. There's no trending stuff. There's no DMs. There's no, it's just you comment into the void and let Zuckerberg sell your data. That's all it is. Now, to be fair, obviously, I'm sure Elon is also selling our data as well. But all these people are like, I'm going to Threads. Like, okay, go. Go on then, get. I don't understand. And then you see all these other weird people who are saying, like, here's Matthew Prince, who runs Cloudflare. I don't know what his exact role is there, CEO and founder of Cloudflare. And he says, Twitter traffic is tanking. And if you look at this data, I don't know how you would say it's tanking. What you see here is not like overall traffic or a stock price, but the rankings of other websites over time. So back in January 2023, Twitter was the 32nd ranked website. In fact, it still peaked at 32 as late as April. So now it has been dropping down to, at worst, it's only the 39th most visited website in the world. This isn't that it went from 1 million visitors to 100. And also, perhaps there is other reasoning for this. This is like everyone's so desperate to make Threads a thing. It's like you can't make Fetch a thing. Cloudflare seemingly omits the fact that maybe this is because Elon got rid of a bunch of bots. Maybe it's also the summertime. Do you notice how they only showed the last few months? What if in 2022 you see similar drops during summertime? The summer drop is certainly something that I experience as a content creator. Earnings are definitely lower in June, July, May, June, July. August, it kicks back up when kids get back to school, kids are going back to college. Parents are getting back in their routine. Views go back up. August, September, October, November, December. Then it drops back down in January. Then it's March, April, May is usually good. March, April's good, then back down again. That's how that's how content works. Now, I don't know for a fact that Twitter suffers the same seasonality that YouTube and Rumble and Twitch and other streamers do. But what I can say is it probably does. I know that when it's summertime, I'm on Twitter less, I'm on YouTube less, I'm on Rumble less. I'm certainly expecting that, August, September, October, that we're going to have much bigger streams. 7, 8, 9, 10,000 probably pretty regularly here on Rumble. So, it's like, oh, look at this tiny snapshot of why don't you show the traffic over the last 2 years, 3 years? Also, it could also be that other sites are increasing in their ranks and maybe Twitter's traffic is flat. This actually doesn't show that their traffic's going down at all. It could be that their competitors' traffic is increasing. The saying that there's lies, there's damn lies, and then there's statistics. That's what I don't know. Maybe it does show that their traffic is down, but this graph does not. I mean, these are the top 100 domains, with Google being 1, 2, Facebook 3, Apple Gstatic, which is another Google thing, I think, Microsoft, Google Video. So it's just Google and Amazon. TikTok actually is up here in the top 10. But I mean, it doesn't actually prove anything. TikTok, Amazon, Bing. I mean, where's Twitter? I mean, I'm 30. I don't actually see Twitter on here at all. Cloudfront.net, ntp.org, Yahoo, Netflix. I mean, it's the summertime. There's no saying that, you know, for sure. And then you look at this. Twitter CEO claims the platform had its best day last week. Twitter CEO Linda Yaccarino tweeted on Monday that despite the current fuss over Meta's new and very similar Threads app, Twitter had its largest usage day last week. Subtly including the name of Meta's new app, which launched to great fanfare last Wednesday, Yaccarino did her best to sing Twitter's praises, tweeting, "Don't want you to leave you hanging by a thread, but Twitter, you really did outdo yourself. Last week we had our largest usage day since February. There's only one Twitter, and you know it, and I know it." She's right. Everybody who's running to Threads to pretend that it's like some, you know, safe space for them, you know, some, you know, whatever the case is, it's boring. It's very boring. People love conflict. People love dunking on each other. You know, Parler, well, I can't really speak to Parler that much, but True Social is a lot less fun. What's the other one? Getter. That was a lot less fun. You know, you see, Twitter has experienced turbulent time since Musk acquired the platform for $44 billion in October 2022, with a slew of rapid changes affecting users and more than half of the company's workforce laid off. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, said in a post on Threads that he believes Twitter's reputation for going too easy on offensive content has hindered the platform. It does hinder it if you are just a woke advertiser. Like, there are definitely advertisers that pulled out of Twitter because they were woke and they wanted to be, you know, they wanted to cause a fuss. But, you know, ultimately, Twitter's long-term plan is not to survive exclusively off of, I don't believe, exclusively off of ad revenue. They're taking a cut from creators on the $5 a month. They're taking a cut on, you know, they're going to be selling more services. They're obviously selling Twitter Blue. You know, Twitter can do much better with Blue if they add more features that people really want. If he really does morph it into the single app, like X, really, people will pay for that. Like, if it replaces Signal, FaceTime, you know, videos, if it has YouTube, if it has Shorts, if it has all this stuff, I think that it can be pretty good. Twitter, I don't know what its future is, but I know that Elon Musk is pretty smart, and he's got a lot of money, and he can certainly endure some competition. And I do think that ultimately, for people who use Twitter, Threads' existence is a good thing. It is good for all of us because it means better content, hopefully, right? It means that hopefully more people will be on Twitter more often. It will force Twitter to add more content, add more features. It'll force them to be better. These are all good things, like significantly good things, at least in my opinion. So it'll be interesting to see how all of this shakes out, but I'm not exactly concerned. I'm not exactly worried about, you know, you see The Twitter killer, how Oprah Winfrey, AOC, and Sarah Jessica Parker are leaving Musk's $44 billion white elephant for Mark Zuckerberg's kinder new kid on the block, leaving the world's richest man down $30 billion. Are they leaving Twitter, though? Has the press is pushing this crap so aggressively hard. Like, has any of these people actually left Twitter? No. They're just on Threads because it's the new hot thing, and they want to be censor me harder, daddy. That's what they want. So it'll be interesting. I think Threads' existence is a good thing. I think it's a net positive, but I'm not really worried about it. I think Elon's got a long-term plan, and I think that he's going to put that in action, and I think that ultimately the numbers around Threads are deliberately misleading in that we don't really know how many of those are truly new users, or are they just people who use Instagram that are like, boop, I'll install this new app, or this new it's essentially an extension for Instagram. I don't think that it's gonna do much. I do think it will fracture the internet even more, which kind of sucks. But all these leftoids that want a kinder, safer place, they'll all be back, especially come election time. You can count on that.